Hey everyone, it's Eric, and today I have a Bath & Body Works candle review for you. I thought we could talk a little bit about this Balsam and Bergamot, and this is out of the White Barn Neutrals collection. Your scent notes are balsam branches, crisp air, and zesty bergamot. You get that balsam and the bergamot. They're beautifully blended together in this candle. I really don't get more of one or the other. It's just a nice blend of both. And that crisp air note just lends a nice freshness to this candle. It smells very spring-like to me, like something that we would get from Bath & Body Works in the springtime.
It has a feeling of spring about it.
It has rather.
I feel like this is going to be a great fragrance for late winter when we're all just waiting for the spring to arrive and just want a feel of that spring in the house. Smells really good, fresh, like a wonderful, just a clean scent. I did try the room spray in store. It was a little on the light side, so I'm not quite sure how strong this candle will be, but we're about to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and light this candle, and we'll find out how it performs. All right, I am back, and Balsam and Bergamot has been burning for several hours now, and I have really been enjoying this fragrance. It has a medium throw. It fills out the family room rather well. It's the largest space in this house. It's an open concept room. Now this house is drafty, and the drafts have been really pulling this fragrance upstairs. So the upstairs is just full of this lovely balsam and bergamot fragrance. And over the past several hours, it just keeps reminding me of another fragrance that we've had before, and just driving me crazy trying to figure out what it was, because this fragrance has a lovely, almost like a springtime feel to it. You have this balsam and the bergamot blended beautifully in this fragrance, and then there's this crisp air scent note that they list, and it really, I think that's the scent note that really makes it feel kind of like a springtime or a summertime fragrance. You don't get holiday vibes off of this candle. It doesn't feel like a Christmas candle with that pine in there, because the bergamot mixes in so well with that crisp air note that it doesn't feel like a holiday candle, which I love about this fragrance. I love pine-scented candles, and it's nice to have a pine-scented candle outside of the Christmas season if it doesn't really remind you of Christmas. So I started going through all my springtime candles because I'm like, this reminds me of something. Like, I feel like we've had this before, or we've had something very similar to this. I looked at my white tea and sage. I'm like, nope, that's not it. I even pulled out the white lavender and eucalyptus from the spring. I'm like, no. I took a look at our current white eucalyptus and sage. No. They all have elements to them that remind me a little bit of this candle, but not really all that close, just elements within those fragrances. And then it dawned on me.
Wow.
Why it took me so long to think about it or figure it out. Sea salt and balsam. This is strikingly similar to sea salt and balsam. I would say they are close cousins. Your sea salt and balsam is your salted ocean air, crisp coastal waves, and oceanside balsam. And they both have, of course, the balsam scent note. But that air, that, as they're listing it here, crisp air, and on here, they're calling it salted ocean air, but they're very similar. I would say sea salt and balsam does have more of like a salted ocean air fragrance, so that's why I'm saying they're cousins. They are strikingly similar candles, you guys. They both are wonderful candles. I love sea salt and balsam because I can burn this in the summer. It has that wonderful balsam fragrance, but it doesn't give me like a holiday vibe, and I feel the same way about this balsam and bergamot. So what's interesting also about this balsam and bergamot is over at least the last 3 years, sea salt and balsam has been out at some point. I think the last 2 years it's been out right around Candle Day. And it's interesting, I don't recall seeing sea salt and balsam on any of the lists for Candle Day this year. I could be wrong. I wasn't really specifically looking for it, but I don't recall seeing it on any Candle Day lists coming up this year. So it's interesting that here we have balsam and bergamot out in lieu of sea salt and balsam. So, which is fine. This is a lovely candle, a lovely fragrance.
Oh, yes, lovely.
If you like your pine scented candles, it's not as strong as your fresh balsam, under the Christmas tree, any of those, Tree Farm, all of them. It's just a wonderful, wonderful candle. And like I said, it gives you a nice springtime feel to it. And maybe it's also because right now here in Cleveland, it's getting colder. And this candle is just so bright and airy. It just gives that feel of spring. And so I'm loving that. I always love the springtime. I love when the weather starts to turn warmer. And this is a wonderful, wonderful candle, you guys. So if you have sea salt and balsam, if you have balsam and bergamot, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this candle. And as always, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.